I am mad for other reasons, but it ain't what you think it is.
It's as if there are two wolves living inside you. One wolf is good. He only fights when it is right to do so. Another wolf is hateful. He fights no matter the reason. It's as if these two wolves are both fighting to dominate your spirit. And he asked his grandfather which wolf is stronger. And the grandfather looked into his grandson's eyes and he said, "It's the one you feed."
As soon as you walk into that ring, judges are judging. Sometimes even before, because they get to walk around and see what dogs are in there. Right away, I should have stacked my dogs as soon as I got out there. My first problem was I had that hoodie on and I had a low brim on my hat. It's real good to show your face and just know that you are a human, even though it's COVID. It's good to have that eye contact. Not with just your dog, but the people around you. Clearly, YG right here was looking for direction. He was confused. The other dog, as you can see, as they entered the ring, he entered with control. I didn't enter with as much control as he did. Right here, I'm holding the lead wrong to stack him. He was trying to sit down because he was confused. The other dog was confused, so he sat, but the handler was able to, get them together. You see him stacking them. The judges saw me struggling, decided to help. Right there, that's when I started feeling like a little peewee. You feel me? Then YG did this, which was a little weird. We've done shows before, and he was familiar with walking on the lead, but I've not been walking on the lead. And I used to walk on the lead to keep them together. And so he's always show ready. Right here, nice little run, but at the end was kind of rough. Right here is when I start waking up a little bit, wanting to stack them properly. I could have done better stacking them right there. The other dog right there, YG sat. I could have, at this point, been keeping his attention. A lot of people use treats and stuff like that. I usually use a ball, and I wasn't on the ball on using the ball. But I think it's better to transition into a treat that he actually really, really likes. Right here is when I really start to actually wake up and stack him properly. So I really, really did let YG down on this one. He is smart enough to take direction. Right here is when they pulled us two aside. And as you can see, that other dog got kicked right out. Right here is that transition coming to back. It was real rough. But as you see, the first guy went out right away. He wasn't even in the showing that long because he couldn't handle his dog. You can handle YG, but you got to know how to handle YG. And if you don't do it from the jump, and you can see his guy stack, he don't really have to do much for his dog because his dog is already dialed in. That's when the guy walked up to me and told me, it's a better dog, but he handles the dog better. So, hey, what can I say? He did a great job handling that dog. That was a beautiful dog. But YG, he could have had that dub. All right, so let's talk about the show. Show went pretty good in my eyes because I learned more than what I really thought I was. So I'm kind of excited about that. I am mad for other reasons, but it ain't what you think it is. But first, when you look at the video and the judge come up to me and they shake your hand and they say something to you, the dude told me what he said to me was like, YG was the better dog, but the other dog had a better handler. And I totally agree with that because I didn't even do nothing as far as handling with YG. And the guy who was handling the other dog was a handler for multiple dogs throughout the show, and he won a couple times just off of how he handled the dog. And that's one thing I noticed, like, certain judges look for certain things, and certain judges are different. Certain judges, they only care how the dog look. They would judge the dog just purely off of looks. Some would judge the dog purely off of how it's trained and how it's handled and the chemistry between your dog and you. And they would judge off of how the dog looks. And those judges, they wanted the complete package, you know. They wanted a good dog that looked good and moved correctly. They looked at certain things. You gotta watch, like, the judges, you can see, a lot of people go to bully shows and they don't, like, they can kind of get bored with how the show is, but I go to look at the judges and see what they actually looking for, see what appeals to their eye, what they picking out and stuff like that. So I can tweak and move different from how I'm already moving and show my dog the best way I can, so to speak. But I kept Mook from this show only because his ears are still healing, and we just getting to know each other, bro. Like, I can't go in a dog show with a dog that's new, trying to move around with clipped ears that's still healing. By the way, I just went the other day and got his ears cleaned, so his ears are healing nice. But back to the show. I left him here so his ears can heal, and I just focus on YG. And I'm glad I did that because if I would have brought him, I wouldn't be able to focus on the things that I picked up on. But I don't think I'm going to be showing YG. It's more shows coming up, but this show put it in perspective that if I want to put my best foot forward, I need to really hunker down and go in on training YG and making sure he's the whole package so people can really understand what kind of bully I got. Because even the judges told me, like, you got the better bull. You just need to know how to handle him better, basically. So I'm really not bitter about that. I totally understand. The only thing that I had a problem with, was they walk around with these trophies. These trophies is huge. Like, it's a dog collar, and it got, like, you know how they put the little name tag thing? It's one of those, but it's like this big, and it got a dog biting some money with 2 cash signs on the side. Big bully. We in the show, all right. He had a better handler, better, overall, you feel me? And they gave him a ribbon.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
I came in second place. They didn't give me nothing. That's the only thing that kind of, like, second place can't get nothing, and first place, like, I ain't even mad that I came in second place. It was only 2 dogs, so it ain't like we had stiff competition, but these shows really don't care about XLs. So that's another reason why I like the XL. It is sort of it used to be the biggest, like everybody wanted a big dog, but it ain't even about having a big dog for me. It's about having a functional dog that you can throw in the woods and it's gonna survive. I want a companion for multifaceted people. So, as far as that, like shows like that, I would say don't really care about XLs. I can honestly say that because I've been to more than one show where they would have like a trophy and it'd be like this big or a little ribbon, and you walking past people with these small dogs and these big trophies, and it's crazy. So that's the only complaint that I can actually have for that show. I did network, I did talk to people, I did engage, so it was a cool place to be, and the atmosphere was right. It did rain, but even though it rained, everybody was still focused. Everybody was still networking, having a good time, chilling, and it was just a pretty cool environment. So all in all, that's why I say it was a successful show, because I learned a lot from this show. And that was the biggest takeaway. Like, I couldn't ask for more than, like, I feel like this. Even though I didn't win, I didn't get that little ass trophy. Even though I competed to get that little ass trophy, I would have wanted it, but I'm not mad that I don't have it, And what I learned is going to make sure when I do compete, it's ours. Because I know my bull is solid. Like, I know he's solid. And Mook, he going to bring something else to the table, but what I'm going to create is going to be something fire. So, appreciate y'all watching this. I just wanted to get my little 2 cents on it. Nothing extreme or nothing like that, but that's it. Thank you for watching.
Vigorous, the illest, realest lyricist. I'm sick like syphilis, got a certificate for killing shit.